Good project management demands good dynamic project scheduling, but project scheduling isn't easy, and maintaining project schedules is time consuming. Now, thankfully, modern project scheduling tools are affordable and effective. In short, having a good scheduling tool is invaluable for helping you to maintain effective and visible control over your projects. Now, if you already use a scheduling tool, I'm sure that you are capable of creating beautiful Gantt charts. They might accurately reflect the flow of work, at least at first, but is your scheduling tool adding value throughout your project? Is it constantly helping you to spot scheduling issues early and accurately so that you can deal with them? If not, you're not alone. You see, we want the scheduling tool to do so much more than draw a Gantt chart. We expect them to not only calculate the project schedule, but to guide the work of the project team and then dynamically track and react to actual progress and real-world issues. And they do this by instantly updating the schedule as soon as you've given them any changes, additions, or delays to that schedule. They allow you to quickly and easily see the impact of those changes so that you can make those early informed decisions about how you want to act. But it can only do that if you are using it in the right way. So here are my top 3 tips to make sure that your scheduling tool is helping you as much as possible. First of all, make sure that you have a proper scheduling tool. I've posted a video on this topic recently, but the bottom line is collaborative workflow tools like Asana, Monday.com, ClickUp, etc. do offer some project scheduling assistance, but they do also fall very short from being true scheduling tools. If you want a tool that can properly calculate and manage a project schedule, look to things like Microsoft Project or Merlin Project, which have all the features needed to calculate any project schedule for you, rather than you having to calculate the schedule yourself and then use the tool to simply draw the Gantt chart. Now, my second tip is to start simply. Take your project one step at a time. No matter how experienced and skilled you become at project scheduling, you need your project team to collaborate effectively in planning and tracking that schedule. And you also want to go at a pace that ensures that you and your team are fully exploring all the work, the dependencies, the options, and the constraints within that schedule. So go back to the basic principles of the critical path method. First, just capture and list the tasks. Don't try to do anything else at this stage. Then, once you've got a good list of tasks, tackle the next 2 steps, but again, one at a time, identifying and recording the interdependencies between tasks, and then estimating each task. The tool will then quickly let you know what the timeline is and what it's starting to look like at least, as well as important information like which tasks are going to be on your critical path. The final tip is this. Try to tell the tool your project constraints and try not to tell the tool the outcome of those constraints. Now, what do I mean by that? All scheduling tools allow you to constrain dates on tasks in different ways. For example, you might want to ensure a task doesn't start before a certain date, or that it must start exactly on a particular date. Now, these are sometimes necessary, but they're quite hard constraints. I always say don't be too hasty to constrain a task's dates. Why? Because it can mask the real constraint, such as somebody's availability, public holidays, or conflicting priorities, all of which will affect your schedule. Instead, learn how to tell the tool the real reason for the constraint on that date, using things like priorities, working time calendars, or having complex dependencies between tasks so that we're explaining to the tool exactly why that task's constrained. It will then always be able to help you when the project changes, and one thing we all know is that actual progress of tasks will always be different to your original plan. So in summary, project scheduling is tricky and it does take time to really master it, but I hope that these simple tips will help you get the most out of your scheduling tools. Please get in touch if you'd like to hear about how my short, focused training and coaching sessions on project scheduling could help you. Thank you very much.